Hello and good afternoon, beautiful people. How are you doing today? I'm sure you're doing great. Today we have a special person, a unique person, of course. Rissa Abdullah from Burkina Faso. Faso. Always I'm pronouncing not very, let's say, correctly his country, but he knows Coach Neluta and he understands. So I want to say hello, Mr. Spider-Man Rissa.
Oh, hello, my coach Nailuta. Good afternoon to you. How are you doing? And hello to everyone, wherever where you are watching on WebTalk, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. Good to see you guys. I'm glad that I have my coach here and my friends, my colleagues, my sister. Yeah. So she's absolutely she's an amazing person for me. That when I'm sad, if I'm with her, I forget everything that I have badly in my mind. Yeah, so I just think about how to grow myself. How to develop myself. I forget all the bad things. So absolutely, she's a special person to me. I'm glad to have you here, Nanuta.
I'm glad to have you here too, Rissa, but your connection is not really okay now. But let's think positive, okay? And let's
Yes, I
okay. Well, today actually I wanted to discuss about. I want you to share us a little about your story of your life. Tell us about your childhood, tell us about your traveling, and stuff like that. Would you like to share with us? Risa? Your microphone is muted. Risa, can you hear me? Yeah, I always have this problem with Risa and with his connection. So, Risa, first of all, your microphone is muted, okay? So, try to unmute your microphone, okay? Yeah, that's amazing. All right, no problem. So, if he cannot share with us because his connection is like that, it's not any kind of problem because we can talk. Web talk word, party time. Yeah, of course, party time. Always is party time here. Yeah. Today I was wanted actually to discuss with Risa about his life. Okay, Risa, you're back.
Yeah, as I'm sorry. The internet connection problems, but I will try with that. So thank you very much, Coach Naluta, for creating the time and taking to hear about my long journey, because this is a journey. Yeah. So information that you give us yesterday, believe me, give me a memory how to keep going and how to know where I am going and where I came from about my personal development and my growing. So and today you wanted to share about my childhood, and it is something memorable to me. Yeah. So people like me, have stories, and we can stay have a memory about our childhood. Yeah. So we said when you are happy, so you can't forget everything. But if you pass a moment with the difficult things, that things you can't forget it. It's the same as you are with 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 your friends and you do something for her, we can say we can forgive, but we can't forget. We can forgive, but we can't forget. So this is my, that's why I tell you. You asked me to tell my childhood. When I was a young, I can say a child from my teenager, I can say 15 years, I can say from 8 to 10 years, that time I can remember a little bit about that, because I remember when my cousins went to go to schools, and I want to go to school with them. And so, as you know, I grew up with my grandfather. So we people who grow up with the grandfather, we always, you talk with your grandfather. You have to chat with him. So he share with you stories. So those things make your mind as an old person. Even people in our area, they call me a brother of my grandfather. They call me, my father, his name is Ali. So they call me Ali's brother. Yeah, so I didn't get the chance, to go to school, but I never gave up. You understand? So when my cousins are going to school, sometimes I go with them and stay outside and looking in front of the window when they are learning. So that's, but when I come back to my grandfather, I want to, I really want to follow my cousins. They say no. They say no. They say no. Say no. And I don't, I don't want, so as he's an old man, so, and I can't say, I can't force him. Okay, I can't force him. So, but it hurts me. Sometimes I come back, I cry. When I saw them, they go to school in the morning. I stay alone at home, and sometimes my grandfather said, "Come, we go together to the fair." So I follow him, but I don't have any choice. But since that time, Naluta, I try. I have a vision in my mind. I say, oh, one day I will become. I remember one day I said, I will be. Why not? I become a president one day without going to school. So what I did, when my cousins come back from school, I take their books from them when they are making their homework. So I sit with them. They are writing and I'm writing. They write and I write. You understand? And when they go to school, so I stay home. So my grandfather wanted me to learn Quran because he's the liman of the mosque in our city. So, and I'm learning Quran with him because it's obligatory to us to learn Quran, because he's following Muslim. We say no, this is not a school. A school is for Christian. The village have other mentalities. So for them, the school is just for Christian, for Anasara. They said that before. They said this Anasara. They don't know anything. So if you are a Muslim, you should just learn Quran. Don't nothing. And then, so I did that. Understand? I did that. I said, okay, no problem. Go and go. That sometimes when I go there, I learn. So I'm a child. I don't have money to learn. I don't have anything. So I go to that farm with my grandfather, and I help him, and until I started, to fabricate jewelries and bracelets for hands and a knife. So when I fabricate it, I go to sell it. You understand? Because we are handmaids. So yeah, we are handmaids. So we fabricate the things. Yeah. So and follow my grandfather. I didn't give up. I say okay, no problem. until I start now to, I start to buy things. So when I keep everything I sell, I give the money to my grandfather and my grandmother, and she kept it to me. So to make a little money, and I made I tried to make a small business to buy a cigarette and to buy a things for children, to buy something like this. You understand? I start doing that, and then my money growing small, little bit. But why? Wherever where I am, I have a book. Wherever I have a book until I start to growing. Now I start to understand. I start to speak French because French is even you don't go to school in our country, you will speak French without going to school. So this is the advantages that I have. So French is easy to me because we speak French and all the family speak French. Everybody speak French, but to write, this is the problem to me. Yeah. So when my cousins came, so I tried to have these books, and every day I have books for me. I have books. So what I did for me, I can't speak. So now I try just to write. I write a lot. I love to write, to write. When I take a book, so I just looking under, just writing, just writing. Sometimes I don't know even what I'm writing, but I'm writing it. So this is what I think yesterday when you give us when you give out the class, when the first question, when you said what is your motivation, that what can motivate you doing things that you want. So this is what motivated me, because when I saw those cousins going to schools, and I have a vision to say, no, wow, I want to be something tomorrow. I want to be a businessman. And when I started doing the small business, I said, no, I have to be a businessman. I have to be that, to do that. So Nailuta, I started with this, going until when I grow up. I start now to travel. I have a small money. I start now to do what? To travel to the capital city to buy things, and I come to the village and I sell it door to door. Sell it door to door. I do that for maybe 3 years. So now I can speak French very well. I can write when I bought things. I can write them, the name of that. So I remember in 2000 there was a ladies' days or women's days. I remember it, and at that time, the first lady of our country organized it in another city called Fadangurma. Fadangurma is 300 kilometers far from my city. The good things is what I said to my mother and my aunts, all the women there. They fabricate. Yeah, they fabricate some bags, pillows on leather. Yeah, and so beautiful. So I told them, give me all your things. I will go to participate on this event. So some people say, wow, that's a good idea. So this is the first time where I start now to open my mind, my doors start to open. I start now, to grow, now, now I say, wow, when they agree, Neluta, I'm so excited. And to get a place there, you need something about $150 in our currency, because when they organize it, the places, they have this big expedition, they have a place, so they give you 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters. So you make a tent, and to expose everything you have there, your material that you have. So people came from other countries to participate, and other cities to participate on this exhibition. And look, the only me only me came from our city. Look the chance that I get. I have either the pictures from this expedition. I will say I think I already show you it. So I exposed it. People came, and the first lady came. She asked me which city are you come from. I said I come from Gorom Gorom. She said, wow, you present. I say I present, and look. I said I present our city. And the leader from the city, the governor, nobody know if I'm coming. Nobody. I didn't have any paper from myself, just by myself. So I don't have either money. So what I did to get this place, I find somebody there. I told him, my neighbor. He has a big. He take maybe like meters, and I told him to let me expose my tanks. When I sell, I will pay him. So the good thing when we started and I exposed my tanks, oh, it's so beautiful. Nobody knows, nobody have it. And the tourists came from France, from many people came. They showed, wow, and I sell it something like something like $20, $50. It's not expensive for them. In our currency, when I said $20, how? And when the first lady came, she told me, "Okay, Rissa, so how did you get? Who invited you? How did you get this idea?" And I tell her about my story. I tell her, I never been to school, so and I want to be a businessman. So this is my first time to go out. I use it to to sell things, but door by door. So now I ask my family to say, okay. She told me, if this is for women, I say yes. This is made for women. So she asked me, they have any association, for just for women? I said, because I don't know. And I said, yeah, they want it, but they don't have any support. And she told me, okay, can you give me the names of the women for your village? I said, yes, okay, no problem. I make a list, all the names, and because and at that time, I'm scared. I say, what will happen? She take it, and she told me, okay, no problem. She give me $500, because they say the place is, so my things are beautiful, so the price that I get. And she told me, now we will contact the authority of your village, to have to organize these ladies, to help them. So okay, no problem. I give them my uncle's number and everything. So when I sell that, I say, wow, this is my door start to open now. I start now thinking how to keep doing this business anytime. I started keeping it. So now anytime there is any exhibition in our country, so I collect the things, and I go. I participate. So I start now to be interested in Luta to that. And one day, I buy choose choose the fabricator. I send to another country. The country is named Togo. I get a client who speaks English, and so this is how I started to enter in English, Nailuta. I said, wow, what I can do now? This client, he wants to, yeah, this client. Can you talk a little my voice? Okay.
No, I just
Yeah.
said that if
So
Antonina can replace me little because I have something to do. Um, you know, I
oh,
come
no,
in few
no.
minutes. Okay.
Hello, my
Thank
friends.
you.
Hello. Good
Aloha.
morning.
Bonjour.
Aloha, aloha. Good morning. Good morning.
It is
You still
still
there?
night here. You woke
It
me
is
up.
still night
You wake
until
up. Do the business, woman. Get up.
wake up,
Oh,
businesswoman. Don't sleep.
well,
Businesswoman, sleep now.
I heard your story. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You know.
So, mhm. Yeah, I'm going to
So,
share it because Nailuta gave me this opportunity. Yesterday she gave us a class about personal development, about how to grow yourself, and it remind me where I am and where I was before, how I grow myself.
oh, I see. So you
Yeah,
mentioned that you started. You was some. You were quite entrepreneur. Um, because of the need. It always happens when you are pushed to do something, and sometimes you don't want to do it, but because you have needs, you have no choice but trying to be creative, how to make
yeah,
money or employment. In my case, when I started, I always been quite entrepreneur. When I was young, I would sell. Well, my mother discouraged me a little bit because we had this huge tree of walnuts, and they were quite expensive. And I would get a whole bag of walnuts, and the kids would trick me. Just for one piece of candy, they asked me to bring the bag of walnuts. So here I am carrying these heavy bags, and unaware that my mother is following me because she was trying to figure out what happened to the walnuts. They disappeared because there's no way that kids could eat it so fast. I mean, I'm talking about like 2 kilos heavy bags, and all I would get just one candy. And so she she chased me down, and she said, "No, you don't do that. You don't just sell it for one. You have to have if you're gonna give it, it's practically given away." So that was my first lesson, not to of the barter, not to trade 2 kilos of walnuts for one candy. And so and my next adventure was I love music, and I wanted to sing. And so I was maybe 6 years old or something like that. And I would sing, like I would get sick, be in the hospital. I remember getting up in a chair and just sing for everybody because I know all the ladies had some sweets, and no wonder
yeah.
my teeth are bad. So I would trade my singing for candy all the time, because I knew it was a reward. It was sweet reward, or some I don't remember, there was snacks, or I always, and the flowers, and people would give me flowers, and I was so happy. Oh, I'm famous, I dreamt to be famous. And I always had that in me, to do something for that attention. It's funny. And I'm like 5 6 years old singing. And then when I grew up, older, I I started like making music, and that for me was like passion.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any money, so I'm like, how am I gonna become famous and if I don't have any money? So so I found musicians, and I said, hey, I want to sing. And they're like, who are you? I'm like, I'm famous. What do you mean who I am? Don't you know me? And listen to me, let me sing, and they will tell you everything. So I just went on stage shaking and boldly, and I sang the song in front of the cafeteria, whatever it was, and people liked it, even though I wasn't so good or whatever, but just because I was so brave, I did not fear. So people liked it, and they start throwing money at me, not at me, but like in there. And I said, oh, I can make money. All I have to do just sing a little bit of songs. It was funny. So that's how I started my music career, as a singer. And I would make money every Friday or whatever that was. I was a student and I did not have any other means. So that was a good income. And then at the time, I created the cassette, and CD, like a demo. And I would send the demo everywhere, hustling, because I'm like, hey, look at me, listen to me, listen to me. It was very difficult, to become anything. And one time, and
Absolutely.
I kept persevering, I kept performing. And so it took me like 5 years before anybody would notice me, growing slowly and performing with the band. And so I start meeting people. And then, when you meet people, your opportunities go up. That's why I love networking, because you get to know people, different kind of people. So I met some other producers, and basically I met a guy who his brother was on the radio. And when we recorded a song and they liked it and they put it on the radio, and I heard myself on the radio for the first time. And I said, oh my god, I'm famous finally, after all these years of struggle. All it took just one song on the radio to be known, for thousands or millions of people. And this was before internet, you know what I mean, before. I'm talking about
Yes,
90s.
yes.
AOL just started in 95, so we didn't have that kind of exposure. So I wish it was like that. And I would be probably
Yeah,
worldwide
absolutely.
famous.
Yeah, even me, in it's like in 1998, 1999. That time in our there's no internet, there's no mobile phone. So I don't know how to learn. Just what I did. Just I learned with the book, read books. So when I was in the other country that I told you in Togo to sell those things. So I get difficult because I find I enter in a terrible problem because I find somebody who want to buy my things and he speak English. And at that time, I don't know anything about English. Nothing. I just speak French. So that day, I opened my mind. I said, Risa, you should speak English. I said, how? I tried. I said, no, I should speak English. I said, okay.
Okay, yeah, wonderful. That's the thing with me too. I didn't speak English. Well, I learned English since I was 10, but when I came to London, I was afraid to speak. I knew how to write and read, but I was so shy. And imagine me shy. Anyway, it was very strange to me to be in an environment where everybody spoke English, and it was difficult. But again, every obstacle, if you persevere, if you work really hard, you can learn, or you can achieve anything. You just have to work hard and keep pressing, keep pushing.
Yeah. So, Anthony, so you see what when that happened to me. So that time there is no internet, there is nothing. But I decided because now my door is started to open. I want to be somebody. I want to grow myself. I want to be a businessman. So look, my in my country they start to tell me to call me rich man. They changed my name Rissa. They said le riche. Le riche in French means rich man because I started now to do business and I started now to to watch movies how people are start to do businesses, how to grow yourself. So now I came back. I said, so how to learn English? Say, okay, there is no internet. In 1919 in our country, there is no internet. There is no mobile phone, not now. But I start now, to watch movies. And the movies, that time there is no channel like this in our country. So there is some video clubs. So I went there sometime. They have there is no CD. You know the cassette, the long cassette. So, and sometimes they make English music. So I start now to bought cassette. The radio before there no CD is the cassette. So now I will be interesting to what which song Bob Marley. When Bob Marley sings is easy to understand. So I start now to buy this cassette and listening just to English cassette, English songs until in 2000 in 2000 in 2003 I said now I want to go abroad because now I said no I can't see I start watching movies. I start to see how people are start to fail and to do something. Yeah, good evening, Umar. Welcome, teacher Jack. Thank you for joining us. So I start now in 2000. In 2003, I said to my grandfather, I told him I want to travel abroad. My grandfather said no again. He said no, no way. Say what to do? I said no because I know if I don't leave, if I don't leave, I can't study. And now I made in my mind that is this is my journey. I should do it, and I can do it. I said
you
yeah,
you have to believe in this. That's what the way I think. Like, I was much more braver when I was younger, and I had more. I thought I could just take over the world. That energy that just you can do anything. It's like if when you believe, you halfway there. They say, right? So you have to believe in yourself. Otherwise, if you tell yourself, "Oh, I cannot do it," then you're right. You convince yourself. So then you're not doing anything, and that's why that self-confidence is very important in the early age as well, to just go for it, learn, get up, go to another country, explore. That's when you are free. You have no kids and responsibility. This is the time, that's your time. And that's why I encourage a lot of people, young people, just to go for it, learn another language, learn English, because English is international language. That's everybody, anywhere in the world you go, people will speak English. I wish I learned French because I love French. Maybe you can
yeah.
teach me to
So I
say it.
remember, Antonia, one of my cousin told me, Risa, you want to be to be someone that better than your grandfather. This word, Antonia, is still in my mind until now. I told him, yes, I will be one day. I will do something my grandfather doesn't do. I will see people my grandfather never see them. I will speak languages my grandfather never speak, and I will travel to a country my grandfather never visit. Believe me, Antonia, my cousin laughed to me, but
Oh
when
yeah,
yeah,
like
believe
for
me,
me, you know how many scoffs and laughs I got from my family. I mean, I come from small town, and when I told them I'm gonna go to Hollywood, I'm gonna be on the radio, on TV, I'm dreaming to be, they were laughing. They thought I was crazy, and they said, "Nah, nobody believed." But now, looking back, it took years for that dream, that silly dream. But like, same with this vision that I have. Every time I have a vision and I persevere, it takes time, and I give up sometimes, but then I want to prove them wrong. I want to say, "Hey, look at you in your face now." To my surprise, when I was on this documentary called History of Religion, so it went all over the world, Russia, Japan, and I had a role there. And my cousin called me, "We saw you on TV. Oh my God, wonderful." And now I'm like, "You're the one who were laughing at me." And now they they accepted that, yeah, I meant business. When I said I'm gonna go to Hollywood, I went to Hollywood. I meant business. No, whatever it takes,
Yeah,
That's the attitude you have to have.
yeah. And the funny thing is what in 2004, I have a small money. I don't have much money. And when I decided, I said I want to go first of all. I have one of my uncle in Congo, and I told him to help me to go there. My parent don't accept that. I said okay, no problem. So I decided. I said I want to go to Libya. And that time I don't know what's Libya were. I just heard about Libya, and I heard that people go by desert. You know, all the money that I have on my pocket, because I have a small shop, I sell everything there. I sell all. I have something like I can't say I remember it maybe like $300 in our currency. When you convert it in our currency we convert it to like $300. So what I did, I take $100. Look, that time I opened an account in bank, and I take $100, save it in the bank, and I take with me $200, because what I know when you are going to do something, I believe that I know I will fail, and that the fail, I believe on the fail. I'm not making myself I will just succeed. No. So I travel from Burkina Faso to Niger. So when I reached Indonesia, I don't know anybody there. I don't know anybody. I reached in this city, desert, in Agadez. I reached there in the night. It is too late. So somebody, when you reach there, they have cars. Many people came from, immigrant come from other countries, Niger, Cote d'Ivoire, I don't know where. There is big cars, trucks, and they have baggage there. They tell you this car is going to Libya, and you should pay $100. They take you. I said, okay, I'm Harry, and it is night. And they say, no, it's going round. It's like about 8 p.m. And I give them $100. So I have in my pocket $100, and they say, okay. They told me so. I change it in a safer, and I stay there. So look for a place. We sleep outside, and it's so cold that time. I have just a small bag. We stay there 5 days, Antonia. When we go, we say no, now 6 days, 10 days. After 15 days, okay. My money that I have is little money. I know I make friend there. Two boys, one from Mali, one from Senegal, and they also want to go to Libya. So after 15 days, they tell us go. We go for 3 days, and in the desert, and the police control they catch us. Go back. We go back to that city we come from. They put us in prison for 10 days. So, and when we out, so that money, yes.
What? Why you had to go in prison? Did you break the
because
law?
because we take the days go to another country. It's not it's tourism for them. We are immigrant. We are immigrant. They don't allow it. The border, they don't allow it. If they see you, they catch you. So they put us in the prison for 10 days. After that, they tell they are we out. So we go back to that person who we pay. He told us, again, you pay money.
Oh, what a scammer!
Yes.
Stupid.
Look, I've just my pocket something like I can say $25. That can I can't pay to go back now to my country. I said to those two friends, they don't have any money. I told them, let us go back. You want to go to your country, go back and start again. They say no. If we go back, people will laugh at us. I said, don't worry. Macedonia, I never see, I never or thought today I will meet you or meet Teacher Jack, Alexandra, Nairuta to tell you this story. I told them, don't care about that. Many people fell before they became what they are. And that time I don't know about anything about failure. So I'm just said, we back out because we don't have. So we can't go back normal. It's a normal life. And they say, no, please,
I think your mic,
my friend,
I think your
believe
connection
me, when
is
you will.
Rissa, your connection is breaking, so it's you hard to hear you. Yeah,
Yeah, his connection is really bad today. Actually, I hear his story
So
also before. It's very interesting. Yes, Antonin.
how are you,
Antonin.
Nelutsa? Tell us about you. You are still mysterious to me, my friend. Tell me about your journey to France, or how did you learn English? Because I know you from Romania originally. So how did you came about?
Well, I will tell my story in another day because here we have Alexandra and Teacher Jack, and I want to give them this opportunity to talk because always I'm talking about. Yeah. So, hello, Alexandra, Tutor Jack.
Hello.
How are you doing, pretty lady?
I'm okay. Thank you. How about you?
You're doing great, thank you. You see, did you hear the story of Rissa? Because today we are talking about, the story of Rissa. What's your
Yes.
opinion about his journey?
His journey is like an example for most people, like to achieve something.
Yeah. And what did you learn from his story, for example?
The first thing I learned, we don't need to give up. We need to achieve everything, whatever we want, because when you'd like to give up, it means you're not going to do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what else?
What
Hello?
else?
You can hear
Just
I
me?
don't.
Rita, please. Now Alexandra is talking.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know really because it's like maybe a great example for most people like to do something and start doing what they want to do.
Yeah, that's true. Risa, now you're free.
Okay, yeah,
Carry on.
sorry. The internet is so bad. It's so bad. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Then what I did, and my two friends, they say, so the money that I have, I give them half, and I go back to my country, to my country. I stay when I reach the nights. I enter to our village in the night. After 2 days, come there, nobody. Everybody wake up. Oh, Risa is back. Oh, Risa is back.
Oh, Risa, your connection is really, 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 really bad.
You will be somebody better.
Uh,
Yeah, I know
so
my connection.
I don't. I try to find
Bad.
a way to
I know.
understand
Yeah.
what you are saying, but it's very difficult. All right. So Try
So,
to
guys,
restore your. Okay, Risa. Okay, good. All right. Hello, Tutor Jack. How are you doing today? Tutor Jack, are you here? No one is home. Hello, Murad.
Hello, good
How are
evening.
you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm looking to you right now, and I want to, let's say, to know your opinion about, let's say, what did you learn from Risa?
Always uh, trying to improve. I think the question is about English language.
Not at all. We are not, guys. Do not think that we are talking about English always. I don't know why you have this in your mind. We are talking about life in generally, okay? Risa actually he shared with us his story from his childhood. You know, probably you didn't listen before. So my question was, what did you learn from Risa's story? Not about English language. So
Yeah, it's about not giving up in this life. Always try and
mm,
have a vision, um, even there is struggling and difficulties in the life, but always, yeah, the witness and um, the witness and the goodness of a human being to try to find a way uh, in this life.
mm, okay, that's amazing, Alexandra. If you want, you can share with us your story of life. If you want, because Risa doesn't have a good connection to me. I mean,
About
I
the
mean,
life.
I want to share with us why, because we can learn from your story. For that,
About life.
yeah,
Okay. When I was a child, I had two clinical deaths.
clinical death.
Clinical death. Yeah. I
Okay.
was between life and death when I was a child. I have a serious illness,
Mm,
and my classmates didn't like me. My teachers couldn't understand me. Why I was studying at school at all. Even the doctor told me you couldn't study as a normal person. You couldn't work and so on. Just like because you are not able to work at all and study. And during my life, I have been proving myself and people I can do it. I'm trying to do it as much as I can. But having this disease is quite difficult, even for your parents. Because I don't know how to say it. Because, for example, last year, I celebrated my birthday at the hospital, not with the family. It's like I don't know. It's like you live and you have no idea what will happen in the near future, what will happen tomorrow, after day tomorrow. In 1 hour, you don't know, because of this situation, because of my illness. I have no idea what will happen in the near future. It's like, I don't know, maybe a difficult situation for most people, but this situation shows me I can do it, because I know lots of people who are going to give up, and I know one example. I don't want to mention her name here, but in my opinion, when you have some troubles in your own mind, it seems you need to think about it a lot. You need to think about different people who have who don't have any money, maybe house, food, etc. Because sometimes when people think, I can't do it, I can't achieve it, but if you look at some people who are, who are worse than you, they don't have anything in their life. It's a challenge, because we are not going to accept it. And as I mentioned, in my childhood, most people didn't like me. They didn't want to accept me, because they thought I couldn't communicate. I I have some physical problems, and I couldn't study. It's quite difficult to understand me, and etc. And I had lots of troubles with that, and maybe that's why I became a shy person. Maybe I'm still a shy person. I don't know. When you have a real situation, you need to understand how to realize who you are, why you live here in modern society. All the time, I'm trying to understand it, because it's really difficult for me, even for me. And when I have some attacks, I'm I think about it. Why why do I live? Why do I need to live? Because when people don't accept you because of your illness, it's quite difficult. Maybe we were children and couldn't understand it when we studied at school. But based on my own experience, I would say, y- if you think it's impossible to achieve something in your life, you you should look at people who can walk, who don't have any money. Maybe they have a serious disease like cancer or something like that, and then you will you'll think it's possible to achieve everything, because you're able to live, you're able to walk on your own hand, on your own feet, and everything depends on you. When I had my first clinical death, I was maybe, let me think, 3 years old, and my mom was trying to solve this problem, and we had the best doctors, because I lived in another country. I didn't live in Russia, but we didn't have the opportunity. But my mom was trying to do it. My mom was trying to help me because I was a child. And it's like when you have some attacks, your brain is destroying all the time because of this problem. And as I said, even the doctor told me, no, you you couldn't study. And they were so surprised when I told them I graduated from the university because they thought it's impossible for me. And it was a lesson for me not to listen to different opinions and listen to myself what I need to do, what I'd like to do in my life. The most important thing is listening to yourself, to your own heart, and then you're going to understand everything in this life.
Yeah. Do you remember how was your experience in that time? Do you remember something about that?
Yes, I do. About what? About what?
When you, let's say, was in
When I
that.
had a clinical death?
Okay. Um,
Actually, I don't
yeah.
remember because I was a child. But my mom told me I was between death and life, and the best doctors was trying to save my life in the hospital.
Yeah. So, Alexandra, what, let's say, what lesson you you got from your experience?
I I learned from this experience we need to appreciate every moment in our life, and it doesn't matter bad experience or good experience. We need to appreciate everything because every experience has a lesson. It's not just like it's just happening because it should be happened. No, it happens because of the universe. It means you can learn something from your own experience. About myself, yes, I learned a lot. First of all, to appreciate my life in every minute I I spend with my family and close people.
Yeah. So, guys, do you have any question for Alexandra, or if you want to add something? I don't know,
Yeah,
Antonina.
what kind of disease was it?
Epilepsy.
Oh, okay.
Which is quite difficult. Yeah, because you live like I don't know.
Do you still have these problems now?
Yes, I still have.
Mm. But don't worry, because everything can be fixed, Alexandra.
Yes, I'm trying to solve it. I'm trying to stay healthy.
So the
You can.
epilepsy impaired your speech, or like you said, the difficulty learning. So there was
Yes,
direct
because
impact.
yes, it's like the influence of my brain, because uh, I heard about it a lot. When you have this illness, you can't think clearly, you can't express yourself clearly, and that's why people can't understand you. And if you study at university, especially, or at school, which is so important to that people can understand you, and you have bad it's like maybe you have a bad memory, and that's why it's impossible for people to study and work. And in Russia we have this problem. I had it personally when when I wanted to get a job. I couldn't because of it. Because nobody wants to have a specialist with this disease.
So I mean, it is hard to get a job in Russia,
Yeah,
period. But
most of the
especially if you
time.
have disability, it's like forget about it. They don't want.
Yeah,
They don't want it.
they just don't want to have this kind of problems in the company.
May I suggest something to you, Alexandra?
Yeah.
Because I've already suggested it to Antonina, to Nalutsa, to Marat, and everyone here. Work online, Alexandra.
Yes, that's why I decided to start working online. Thank you.
We have so many things. Nalutsa has a very successful YouTube channel. So much content, so many discussions. Marat is an artist. He is a poet. I've seen some of his postings on Web Talk. It's amazing the content that you all have. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with what Nalutsa does. That's why I listen more now. I listen to what people say and then I comment on it. Unbelievable content. But I
Yeah.
think maybe my method is wrong. Maybe my style is wrong. Because with Web Talk, if we take all of our content and post it in one place, we are now a very powerful force because no one does this. People only work as individuals, but they do not work as a team. And I want to work as a team with every one of you. That's what my goal is.
That's good.
Do you realize I can have 10 people or more? I can have 20 people working on one course. It is not my course, it is our course. Antonina and I started a Russian and English phrase course some months ago, but then we stopped. I want to make one course with all of you together as a team. Not Nalutsa's course, not Antonina's course, not Murat's course, not Alexandra's course, our course.
Wait a minute.
And we will,
I didn't know we started course. I thought we were just fooling around.
no, not at
We
all,
were just
Antonina.
practicing. We were just
Antonina, I am the only YouTuber that does this. I create courses with subscribers. On YouTube only, we listen, 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 listen. Now I have an interactive channel on my YouTube. Interactive, where
Oh,
we
that's
discuss
great.
things.
That's great. Well,
Right now, Nalutsa is on StreamYard. She can talk with us on StreamYard only, but Nalutsa cannot talk with us on YouTube. Now I talk with all of my subscribers on YouTube because I add a conversation link. No other YouTuber does this. On YouTube, we only listen. Now we discuss. I want to connect with all of you on one course. We will all have our own section to do. And it will be the first time on Udemy that a course has ever been created with 6 instructors, 7 instructor, 10 instructor. It has never been done before. Nalutsa can talk about coaching. Alexandra can talk about her hobby. Marat can talk about poetry or art. Antonina, I've already created a course for you and I've sent you the ebook. It just has to be organized because no one else is doing this. I'm sorry, everyone. I am passionate about this. Everyone has a passion. My passion is to make us all known. We will have Nalutsa's channel. We will have Murat's section. We will have Jack's section. And this course will be entitled Passion. And each one of us will create our own section. This has never been done before.
So what do you think people would want it to pay for the course like that?
Okay,
The
Iolani.
value.
Okay, one of the things that people always ask me is, what will people pay? I have a gentleman in Ecuador right now that I am working with. He is a member of Web Talk. His name is Andres Rodriguez Camano. He is a web talker. He is working on a course with me right now. We will sell this course for $60 or more. Remember, when we create courses on Udemy, we know who is watching us. We can contact them. When Nalutsa creates stuff on YouTube, she does not know who is watching her. She does not know who is watching her unless the person, like me, leaves a comment. On Udemy, everything that we create, Antonina, we know who came, even if they do not watch anything. Even if they are zero, we know the people because we have their name. I ask Nalutsa, I say, Nalutsa, send me all of your YouTube videos as MP4 file. I want all of them. I will use Nalutsa's email address, my email address. We will create the course and everyone will enroll. This is important.
So, guys, if you have any questions for for Tutor Jack, you are more than welcome to ask.
I wanted to know. You see, I wanted to know the structure. When you mentioned the course,
Yeah.
you're talking about the speaking practice course. You're talking about academic course. What kind of courses are you talking about?
Here, okay, here you go for everyone. For everyone. This course. Let's do this course. I will explain to everyone because even Aronson and Abdur don't understand what I am doing. And I've asked Aronson for everything he has. I want all of your YouTube, everything you have about Web Talk. I want Nalutsa, every one of your meetings, everyone. I want all of it. This will be the course that we can start with. Everyone. I just posted it. I just posted it on the StreamYard chat. Murad can do in Arabic and English, or only in Arabic. Rissa can do in Arabic, if you speak French, any language in English. It can be in Romanian. It can be in Russian.
Wait a minute. So Espresso, this is somebody else's.
It's Shayna Olvera's ebook. I have permission from Shayna to use this book in any language. We cannot share the website when we make a course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but we can share the content. I have her permission, Antonina.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering because
She
I'm not.
didn't understand what I am doing. I say, I want to translate your book in every language in the world.
Okay,
Just those phrases.
I can do that. But how are we going to benefit with this?
It will benefit by the contacts that we receive.
Hmm.
Because when we receive a contact, we can engage with them. We can find them on Facebook. Murat is on LinkedIn. I am on LinkedIn. I find people and I communicate with people, and then we make courses.
Hmm.
And I'm also inviting these people to join us on Web Talk. But I need to know from you, Antonina, because I worked with you before. We talked before. What
Well,
what
well, guys, I think these things we can talk in private. Okay, much
yes.
better. I
Okay.
think.
But when
All
would you
right.
like to set up a meeting, a private meeting? That's fine, Nalutza. But when? I will be there. I want to explain it to everyone.
Mhm. Okay, so Ash, what can I do for you? I don't know. Okay, so guys, in private, okay, or in the chat, you can talk about this stuff because now I want to talk about Risa, all right? Well, I
Okay.
like you to talk a few minutes about this stuff, but look, Risa is back, so I want to hear his story again. You
Oh
can
yes.
talk in the chat, okay?
Oh
Private
yes.
chat
I will be in the
about.
chat. I will be in the chat. Thank you, Nalutza. Thank you.
You are welcome. So Risa, can you carry on with your story? Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know if the internet can accept us. I off my, my internet, my everything. I try it, I restart it, but I'm not sure if that can
Now
work.
is
But
good.
no problem. So, and the
You,
guys, thank you. Yeah, and the guys, thank you very much for being here, staying here. I was thinking everybody's gone. So amazing to come back and to hear about teacher Jack who is sharing with us. That's great also. So what we did, where we are. So everybody in my cousins are started to to laugh at me, and they said I don't have anything, and then, and now I want to know exactly who is my friend, who is with me. So now, when you are in a situation, that time you will understand that people. That $100 that I kept in my bank account, I kept it. I stay for 20 days without doing nothing. I remember I have just one shirt, you know, all my clothes that stay in Niger. Don't have anything. I have just one shirt, one straw, and I have just one shoes. So just this one, I stay with it for 20 days. I have one of my friend. He called me, told me Risa came. He's working in the company. He told me Risa came. I will help you. He give you something to do something. I say no. I don't want it. I want just to stay for now to think first. He said, Risa, I don't want to see you in this situation because people will say you don't have anything. You suffer. I say no. I won't just stay like this for I say 2 months. We do nothing. We do nothing. I remember it when I go back. It was in November, and in December, there is now vacation, and the people came from 12 came. So when I start now, when 12 start come, I start now, to guide them to go to visit the women where my family when they get things, I met two England ladies. They came there, so and I meet them in Ouagadougou, the capital city, and I go with them visit women, and they see how a woman works, and they want to buy things for that. So they French, but and they speak English too. So I started, to practice my English with them. So after they gone, the summer the summer coming. So now the party is coming, New Year's coming. So I go to the bank, I take my $100, and my friend give me $200, and I go to Togo to buy things again to come back. When I come back, I started buying. I love to buy. That's why, you see, I love to, I said I love ladies. I have all my friends ladies. All the things that I bought is clothes for ladies, shoes for ladies. I made a small shop. Anything, nothing there, all for ladies. Believe me, after when the new year finished, I got money. I said, okay, no problem. I will start. This is 2005 now. Okay. I start working until in 2006. And I said, I want to go again to Libya. And that time, I didn't say to anybody, I want to go. Even my parents, no one. No one knows. One day, I closed my shop and I said, I'm going to Ouagadougou. From there, came back to Niger. Again, nobody knows where I am. Nobody knows. I said, this time I will go, nobody will know. Then I go, come to Niger, the same place. Now I understand. Then when I reach the Agades, people say, oh, Rissa, oh, hey, this is a car. No, I didn't talk with anybody. I didn't say no. I sleep until morning. I stay there. I'm walking until I find one guy. He speak Tamashek because I'm speak Tamashek. And I came to him. I said to him, where are you going? He said he's going to Libya. But he told me he has he know one driver is the right person, and but that person is after tomorrow he will go. So for the first time, I learned from the mistake that I made the first, because the first I give the money. So that time now I don't give the money. I said, okay. He said, how much? I told him, he told me $100. I said, okay, no problem. I'm not ready. I don't have money. I said, that's why we learn from our mistake. I said, no, I don't have money, so now we stay because I want to know. But I told him, no problem. Anytime we said after tomorrow, no problem. I told you after tomorrow, people will send me money from my country. So he kept in touch with me every day. He said, he sent me. So every day I stay controlling there, going to see. If I see someone in his car, I ask him where are you going. No, we are going Libya now. I said, okay, no problem. I'm not ready now. It was on Thursday, on Monday. So on Thursday, on Thursday, that guy came to me. He told me, hey, the guy that I told you, he's ready. He's going now. So I said, I don't have money. And he told me, if you don't have money, I don't know what I can tell you. Okay, no problem. So I got to see if it's true. And I got there. I saw his car is ready. He have 20 people, 20, and with me 21. I said, now I said this is true. I give him
Rissa, again, your connection is very, very bad. I just try to get some, from your points.
Yeah. So now you can hear me.
And Arch really is right when he said that when you are talking about ladies, your connection is amazing. Yeah. And when you are talking about your story, your real story, your connection is bad.
So what about now?
Almost the same.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
I really want people to know your story, because your story is really impressive. I mean, you can learn a lot of things from Rissa. For that, I want today to discuss about his stories. Unfortunately, his connection is very, very, very bad. I just try to get some ideas, right? But can you hear us now, Rissa?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so let's tell us, what did you learn from your experience, from your let's say, life story? Just what did you learn? Because your connection is not so okay.
Yeah. What I learned is that never never give up and never say this is impossible. When people say this is impossible, you have to hear it is possible. Because somebody who never go to school and today work in a big company as a sales manager and speak three international languages, this person, if you listen to him, that means there is everything possible. So when I came to Libya, the first time I reached Libya, I don't know anything. I just speak French. I don't know Arabic. I don't know English. Nothing. And when I started working in this company, I started working as a cleaner. I clean outside, but it is not a problem. Yeah, I met the people. I met people who's working here now, but I trust them because I have a vision. I have a goal.
It's okay, guys. I understand. He's on work for that. It's a little, noisy there. No problem. Okay. I
Yeah,
see Murad.
yeah, I have a goal. So that is why I said nobody can tell you this is impossible. When I heard people say this is impossible, I heard it is impossible. And even people that I work with them, they learn from my mistakes. They learn from me because when they came, people who before when they came in, I washed their cars. I made coffee for them. I cleaned their shoes. They ask they are impressed. They ask me how do you come our boss now today. My general manager, when I started working here, every day I wash his car. Every single day I wash his car. I make it for him. And I clean outside to this office. And one day he told me, Risa, when I wash, I finish watching, I wear good. And I have my book every single day, writing Arabic. Because I know that this is if I can read and write an Arabic, I will move to another position. And one day he told me this, I want you to be like this, very good, and the word and the everyday watch and the make difference. People will see you.
Lisa, 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 it's enough. It's enough. It's enough because we cannot understand anything. Okay. All right. So the conclusion is simple. Risa have never been to school. Okay, never ever, and he speaks 5 language.
Wow.
So for the yeah, exactly. This is the conclusion because I know his story already, but I always wanted to share with you. Yeah, he never have been to school, but actually he speaks French, Arabic, English, and I don't know another one. Yeah, it's impressive. So everything is possible if you truly want, to
Well,
do
you
something in
could
this
you could
life.
truly say Teresa being homeschooled or
Yeah,
self-educated.
Yeah, educated by himself, absolutely. Yeah, homeschool. Antonia, when I
Excellent.
started to learn English, by myself. I remember 3 years ago when I go live on Facebook. That time when I met Neta, absolutely, it's horrible. Nobody want to join me on my live stream, and the people are laughing at me. Oh, your English is bad. And I know now. I know people who's telling that before, and now they want to speak with them English. Believe me.
Well, you did awesome job and very impressive. Like I said, yeah, it takes. I mean, nobody can teach you. Even if you go to school, it doesn't mean you're gonna learn. It's you, the one who has to learn, and so it doesn't matter where you learn as long as you do it. Knowledge is power. So you can learn it by sitting in the park or in the classroom or online, as long as you are knowledgeable. So that's, if you know, you know. And if you, for example, I've listened to Spanish soap opera for a year. The only thing I learned, there was 5 words, you know, corazón, mi corazón, gracias, and like few words, because I wasn't not my intention was not to actually learning. But when I met somebody and he spoke Spanish to me, and I had no excuse, but I had to understand him to learn these phrases, or because he said, "No, I'm not going to speak English to you. You're going to learn Spanish. You want to learn Spanish? Then you have to learn Spanish with me." So
Antonina,
yeah.
Antonina, you are 100% correct. The only piece that is missing is you can listen to Spanish soap operas and learn Spanish. The speaking must also occur. Many of my students are learning languages very easy, and they understand languages very easy, but they cannot speak. This is the difficulty. They know many words and vocabulary in English, in Russian, in German, in Italian, in Romanian. Everything is done, but there is no speaking. This is the difficulty. Festoon, can you send me Zika Academy information, please?
I want to say hello and welcome, Bestun. Nice to see you here. How are you doing, guys? Handsome.
Hello.
Nalutza, I will type.
I'm doing great.
Robestone.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Hello, hello. Antonio, this guy who joined here, this guy who's give me the more power either to speak English. I should thank him. When when I'm going live that time, he can join me and speak for 4 hours
You're
on
talking
live
about
stream.
Bestun? Oh yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah,
He's
best one,
very
yeah, best one,
helpful.
best one. No, he's a bad man.
Thank you.
He's a bad
To be
man.
bad or good, people have their own perspective about you. So you just say bad, someone else may be good. But if I just see the positivity and don't see the negativity, so I have to kind of balance that. So yeah, I know the heart of you. It's not really you. You just say it, but it's not from your heart. Thank you very much. So yeah, great. I think I have heard that story more than a year ago. So back then when we were Web Talk Live and no, not Web Talk, Facebook Live, and
YouTube live.
was YouTube Live, and now we're YouTube Live, and so it was great. And that time I was inspired, but this time I see different Rissa. The same story but different Rissa. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I still it's inspiration for many people. But is that story changing Rissa to be the Rissa that you wanted back then? I don't know, but yeah, but a great story. I loved it, and man, you're my inspiration. Just like some other people. Uh, whatever I do on social media, whatever I do, it's not just for like financial part, because the people is the money right now. The people. You just give me one piece of advice, one piece of information. That's the money. That is the wealth. That is the health. So your story is not just one single inspirational motivational video. Is just something many people, they have the same story, but they don't share it with people, and that's not I think that's not good, because our story, if we have our own story, and we know that our story can help other people to grow and to develop, we should share them. whether it is piece by piece or whether it is just like Rissa did, a long-term explanation about the journey. So it's just amazing. Yeah, if despite the dispute and the difficulty and the conflict between me and Rissa, or Rissa and I, still, I love you, guy.
You guys have conflict? No way.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought you were joking around,
he,
kidding around. Nah, no
he is.
conflict here.
No.
You can have a difference in opinion, but what's that to fight for? Let's just hug each other. Group hug.
No, no, no. They love each other. Don't worry, Antonina.
It's just Antonina.
You know,
It's
before people said who maybe I'm married Beston or Beston married me. You know, before when we go live, yeah, people say, oh, your wife is here. Oh, your husband is here. You know, I remember, we have teacher Joe, an amazing man also, before in Facebook groups. So in Philippines, he live in Philippines. So, and he love go live. When he go live, teacher Baxter join him. He made the tea, and he say, "Oh, what are you doing?" He say, "You are cooking tea." Oh, teacher John.
Okay, Lisa, you don't have good connection, okay? So please.
Festoon, please contact me. Festoon, please contact me. I need your help.
If you need like information about Kazi Academy, everything that they do and that we do, it's on Facebook. It's not on WebTalk right for now. So I think I have shared the Facebook link and stuff. So you can just send a message to the, like, let's say, the boss of the Kazi, and share what you want to do with them. Because
Thank you very much, Festoon. Thank you very
everything.
much, Festoon.
Yeah.
And it's called Kazi Academy. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's Kazi Academy.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Ash, do you have any kind of stories, I mean, from which we can learn something? Because I love listening stories, inspirational stories.
Inspirational. Okay, I think
if you want.
Okay, of course. I know. I'm gonna share a piece of my story while I was in college. So I think I have told this to Antonina, but okay, let's just go over it again. You know, at high school, I had like a great mark. My mark was like 93. It's like the total was like the average. So everybody just was telling me that, okay, you should go to this and this place and be like someone that in a high position. But I've seen that the the future of this country, how it's gonna go. But I chose something different, something that I liked, which is English. So I chose English, and I chose a smaller city, a university in a smaller city, because just as Rissa said, just because of the financial, stuff. Then during the college, during studying in college, I had to like go back and forth like every day. The university was kind of like 50 minutes away from me, because it was in another city. So I had to like like go back and forth every day, and it cost me money, and I didn't want my parents, or let's say my mother, and because I don't have like father, I didn't want my mother to give the money to me. So I just I just said to myself, okay, I have 2 days, like in the weekend. People are going to have fun. I'm gonna have fun too, but with different perspective in here. So it doesn't matter whether it is 1 day or 2 days. I work during that like week. But if I get like even 20,000 dinar, which is kind of like $50, $15, for me is going to be huge for the week itself, and maybe for the money uh, of the like the transportation. So I worked and I studied, and I was sometimes, because I loved English. I loved English. That was my goal, to learn English. I was working and I was listening to English like 10 hours. That's why I'm telling people I listen to English 10 hours, and they don't believe me. And they said, they keep telling me, how did you do that? I just said, there was a mission. That mission was university. And there's another mission, who was English itself, not, English in university. So I listened to English 10 hours while I was moving around. My body was kind of shaking, but my mind was, I kind of connected my mindset to the goal, which was English. So put it here with a headphone. Sometimes the people there, they just said, okay, what you doing? And I was like, okay, this is my mission. This is my goal. I have to do this. Otherwise, I don't learn. If I get tired here and I go back to home, I will, fall in sleep, and I never study. I never learn anything. So I have, I have done this just to, like, in order to save time, in order to get the money that I want, and in order just to help my mother. That's the ultimate goal. If anything that I do is my family. Rissa, whatever I do is not for me. It's not for my pleasure. It's for something that is, for me, it's something beyond great. It's for your family. You do it for your family without even realizing it. I do it, you know, and whatever I do, I don't. Let's say I share it with people, but I don't share it with my, let's say, family. That I'm doing this for you. But I'll tell people I'm doing it for family, because I want everyone to do this. You have this why you do certain thing on any other, why you want to make money, because there's a bigger purpose. It's not only for joy. It's not only for getting a car or a house. It's for, maybe for you have had a rough life. Maybe you don't want your children to be like you, like having a rough life. So you're deeply doing this deep inside. You just make it for your family, or for the one that you love, whether that people is your friends or your family, doesn't matter, because you know that's that's what you care about them, and that's it. And when you see that, oh my god, when I see uh when I see, just I'm imagining, when I see my mother smiling this way, and I am the reason of the smile. Oh my god, I'm not gonna just work 10 hours or 20 hours. I'm gonna work 1 hours a day, because I wanna spend my body every day for the same purpose. I'm not gonna kill myself today just to get that goal. I'm gonna keep doing this, because if I do it like 20 hours this, today, I'm not gonna be, healthy tomorrow or next week, whatever. So, that consistency is important for
Yeah, that's what
achieving
I
any
was
kind of
asking. When are you sleeping? Every time I see you, always online. 24/7. I'm like, did you sleep today? He's like, I never sleep. I said, well, you're gonna get, sick. You better take care of your body. Sleep is very important for our minds and our brains.
um
Hello, Mr. Web Talk. Look who's
okay,
here. Hello.
Hello, hello
Hello,
Antonina and everybody. Hello Nilutz and Weston, Murat,
Hi,
hello,
Ernie. How are
Hello.
you?
Imran.
hello.
Hi, Ernie.
Everything is
Hello,
okay. Thank you.
D.
Everything
Listeners,
is okay.
welcome.
Risa, guys, today actually we heard. Yes, microphone over here. Um, Murat, try to mute your microphone, okay? Um, wanna join you guys? Okay. Um, I want, if you like, Mr. Web Talk, RD, to share with us one of your story, and let's see if we can learn from your story. And I'm sure we can. Would you like to share with us?
Thank you. Thank you for letting me join to this chat, incredible chat. I was listening and watching stories, and I, I of course know Rissa's story. It is awesome and so impressive, and it makes me really proud that I know him. He is my friend. I consider him as a friend of mine, and of course, every story that I heard, it is really uh, teaching. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, it is really teaching. And yes, I would like to tell you my story, how I came on WebTalk. And um, actually, this story, mm, this way is really long way, because without English it wouldn't be possible, of course. And how I started learning English, and the time when I lost my health, and I had to uh, choose what should I do. And of course, my first purpose was how to help my family, because it is really difficult to live just for money that government gives me. And I decided to make money through internet, and I tried to be a copywriter. I learned Photoshop. I tried to use video editors, and I tried to be a programmer, and I did a lot. And um, uh, and right now, um, I didn't. Uh, uh, I'm not a Photoshop shopper as a professional. I am not an editor. I am not a copywriter as a professional. But these all skills right now is helping me to use WebTalk, because I mm, write post. I am interested. I am interested to making different pictures. It is simple. It is not very awesome, but it helps me to attract people's attention, to make videos. and of course English. And I know that my English uh, have to be better, but I'm not care about that. Some of my friends, for example, invited me several times to use different um, sites, different courses about IELTS and something. So, but I told him that I'm old man and I have no any purpose to pass any exam. I just need to communicate with friends, with people around the world. And of course, I would like to be better in English, but I'm not care about any exams. I'm just learning it for myself. I just want to be understandable and understand natives and movies. And so, and
Uh,
I, I
Ernie,
saw,
Ernie,
uh,
I just wanted to interrupt for one moment, and I wanted to let everyone know that Ernie was the first person that I spoke to on Web Talk. Ernie and Abdur Rahman. Very enjoyable conversation. This
uh,
is how I joined Web Talk.
Thank you so much for remembering that. But actually, I'm not very proud that I am the first who is talking with different people. Of course, it is big pleasure for me, and I am lucky that I meet a lot of people. But the fact that I invited someone, it is not a big matter. It is just uh, um, my benefits that I invited someone, for example, or like Rohaib, like Abdurrahman, and mm, to be to have possibility and opportunity to touch to them, to talk to them. It is mm, great. Mm, I am lucky, actually. And so, what I wanted to say that uh, to take a look back, I understand that at this point, like talking uh, several minutes in these chats, mm, but at the path, it was about 10 years. Uh-huh. Because without these years that I spent to learn something, uh, mm, mm, it couldn't be possible. Mhm. Thank you so much. Sorry for my
Um,
English.
uh, just a minute. Here we are not in. Let's say we are not talking about
Ah,
English.
we're not
Okay, I
talking
mean,
about.
uh, we are here for improving English or something like that. We are improving in a natural way. It's okay. We are here to share our story and to learn from our stories, you know. So if you share with us, Erdi, I can learn something from your story. If I share my story, you can learn something from my story. This is the most important things in our life. Okay?
Yeah.
So forget about English. I
Uh-huh.
don't care if you speak another language. If I understand that language, is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, of course, as a resolution, as a conclusion of my speech, that's of course my story is mm, mm, no, how to say. Of course, it for some people, I think they must to pay attention because a lot of people wanted to take something immediately, but uh, we should to know that nothing comes from just a blink of eye. Yeah, and every we should to uh, make efforts. We should to make um, mm, actions. If we want something, we should to do something, to write, to go, to watch, to listen, to learn, to get known, to take information, to open any browser, to type search, to find the information, to spend time learning. And uh, actually, information is not a knowledge yet don't mm, if we don't use it. And
You're
when we
trying to say
use,
the Rome was not built in one day. It takes time, right? And
yes,
another expression we have
yes,
под лежачий камень вода не идется means when there's a rock in your stream, the stream will stop and the water becomes stagnant. So you got to do the rock and roll. You
yeah,
got to roll them rocks and you
exactly.
got to go with the flow. All this thing, a reference to nature, because that's how nature works. Everything is moving, everything in a symbiotic relationship. It's a teamwork. If you think about insects, the plants, animals, everybody works helping each other, you know and that's how we are. We, as a people, we should work as a team and we should build together. We should put that effort, because without effort we'll see nothing. Thank you.
Absolutely true.
Uh,
And
I
I
just wanted
actually,
to say
I
something
don't,
briefly. That's exactly what I want to do with all of you. And I'm very active in the chat box right now. Thank you.
You're welcome, teacher Jack. I can see. Guess I want to ask you a question. Do you like our meetings? Who wants to
yeah,
answer?
it's amazing. It's amazing. I like it a lot because uh,
Yes.
when I mm, met Risa, for example, uh, first time it was through Facebook, and I saw his speaking, his conversation with different people, and I was so envy. I was uh, impressed of his English, and of course I wanted to talk to him, and but I didn't know about his story. And about his story, I just got known just on web talk. And um, of course it's his story can be uh, how to say. Okay. Thank you, thank you, that's amazing.
Take your
Yeah,
Thank you very much, Eddie. Thank you very much for when everybody sharing their stories, it's amazing. I like to know that people know that what know something that I don't know, because this is how we can encourage them. You talk about learning English. Absolutely, learning English. With people who learn English, they can empower. But what we suffer to get where we are, this is can empower those people who has their certificate, they graduated. Yeah, those people. This can encourage them. This can encourage them. Absolutely to go forward. I never thought if today, Risa, I can stay here with this shirt to work, to be somebody today. I never thought about that. But we never give up. That can happen. So for those people, we that's why I'm so happy. I'm so happy yesterday when Coach Naruta gave us some lessons. Absolutely, those lessons. Yesterday night when I think for this question, every question that I take, I remember it give me wow, Lisa, That is what you are doing. So when the first question, what would you like to do? Absolutely amazing question. If you do what you like to do, this is how you can grow yourself. So that's amazing. So thank you very much, Erdi. I remember the first time I met you on Facebook, you and your wife. That time you create your own page, and when you told me, Risa, can you join my life? I remember that. And when I speak to you, sometimes you don't understand me. I don't understand it because we all have a terrible English, but we never give up. We just going doing it, and this is what empowering other people. So today we have chance. Everybody, you can make money if your goal is making money. You can make money because we have internet. You meet people from all the world. You want to learn English, that you have this opportunity. Irish, based on you see, we met, for now maybe I can say 4 years. We met together. We fight. We misunderstood. Alexandra, you see her. Believe me, I remember one day she go live, and when she finished her live, she cried. I call her privately, say no. She told me people join me, they criticize me. And that's true in the comment. They told your English is bad. You don't know how to speak English. You know what I said, Alexandra? Don't listen. This is advice they give you. Believe me, this is the advice they give you. They told you don't your English is bad, say them thank you. Tell them thank you. This is what we should do. Yeah. So that's why Nairuta create this live. Everybody share his story. I'm so happy to hear that because when somebody share his story, we can learn from him.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Risa. Thank you, my lawyer. Uh,
We have Ali, and we have a new one.
Risa,
this
just a minute.
lady.
Okay, just a minute. I want to say welcome here. I don't know her name, but I know it's from Kurdistan. Amin, Amina. Okay, I will call you Amina. Hello, good afternoon. Is she here? Yeah. Ash. Uh, what's her name?
Hello,
Yeah.
Yara. Hello, Yara Amin.
Yeah.
Hello
Yara Amin.
everyone.
Hello, Yara. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you all?
Welcome here.
Okay, nice. Nice to see you here, all of you.
Thank you. So, do you want to share something with
I,
us?
well, actually not. I just was listening to you guys.
Tell us what's your story
Story of what?
of your life. Tell us about
Oh,
you and
oh,
your ambitions and your struggles in life. Or
uh, Antonina, we could say it like this way. Okay, what inspired you to join the chat, or let's say the live? Because we don't just join randomly. So what inspired you to join?
Yeah, you can answer. Amina. Amina. I don't know why I like Amina. Yeah. Yara, can you
Come
hear us?
on.
maybe
It's
she
okay.
has a bad connection. Oh yes,
Mm.
a bad connection.
It's okay. You can listen to us. It's not any kind of problem. Let's go to do not forget about Kosovo. Hello, Kosovo. Good afternoon.
Hello, good
May I
afternoon
share my
from here.
screen? Nalutsa, may I share my screen?
Sorry.
May I share my screen?
After we need
Thank you.
to. Okay. So Ali, good afternoon, Kosovo. How are you doing?
Hmm. I'm doing super as always. When I'm here, I'm super. So I hope everyone is doing well.
Ali, today we try to share the story of Risa, but his connection has some kind of problems. So now I ask all of you to share a story. So now is your turn. Would you like to share a story with us from your life?
Hmm. I'm not ready to share any story today because I really wasn't ready.
Okay, why did you
So I
join
don't.
today? The question of Arsh, for example. You can answer on this question.
Why did I join there?
Yeah.
Or what did I join in general
What
in your
makes
live
you to
stream?
join us? Yeah.
Oh, I joined the first of all because of you, and after that because of people here, because here always are people who respect each other in general, and who have an open minded, then they can think deeply, they can share their opinions, and nobody insult each other. They don't try to force to change the brain of each other, and I feel comfortable. So this is the main reason why I'm here.
So okay, Ali. Now we can create a story. You just joined because of the people and because they respect each other. Have you ever, uh, okay, have occurred to you whether some people insulted each other in your life? Whether it's you or your family, because it's like a story. Because we don't choose to, like, let's say, to talk to negative people. Those people who share negativity, because we had maybe a different past with those people. They caused problem to us, so we don't, they are in our story. We kind of drag them out from our story, and we write another chapter with positive energy, positive people.
Yeah, this is and who I have my friends around of me. They are positive as well, and they always know to respect each other in opinions. But unfortunately, sometimes on some posts or some videos, I can see that some of them they don't know how to respect each other. But I don't want to share any negative such kind of things, and I like to stay with the positive things.
Oh, cool, cool. We, as you see here, all it's all about positivity. So, but the thing is, if you just faced any negativity in the past, and after that we wanted to change, so we just like shifted away from those people or from those negative points that we had in the past. So it's like our sub story, our sad story in the past. So that's the cat in the bag. Okay, we don't talk about that. So if you just leave the cat like that, and you create more, so you're gonna create positivity because there's no negativity anymore, and that's all about us. You know, in the past, when we faced something, any difficulties, so we you got through that difficulty not with a negative energy. It's just because of you, positive energy. The people around you maybe helped you. So it's about the energy. Those because negativity is covering all over your body, your soul, everything that you have, even your family. But if you just kind of try to rip them, like to just ignore them in certain way, that you know it takes time, and it takes research, and doing stuff like that. But this is called shifting from negativity to positivity, and this is how we create story. This is how we have story in our life.
I agree.
You have to.
Can I share that when you mentioned shift from negativity to positivity? I don't know if you guys know that last year around this time, Christmas time, I got hit by a car. And my neighbor, she did not do it intentionally. She was not watching where she was going, and she hit me, like dragged me, and I was very badly injured because I was outside. I was not protected, and I thought I was gonna die. I thought that was it. And to my horror, my children was watching from the window. It's happened in my backyard. I mean, front yard. Anyway, so when I was rushed to the hospital, and I didn't know what was happening. I was aware. I did not know if I was gonna live or what's gonna happen. I was bleeding, scared. So I wrote message on Facebook. Um, I was just, wanted to say goodbye or whatever. I just wanted to talk to somebody because I was in such a distress. And imagine I was laying down. I mean, I was stable. They would clean me, and I was stable. And I wanted to talk to somebody, cry out, because I was scared. They have not done scan yet. I was not sure if my lungs collapsed, what happened to me, but I could still remember everything. I'm aware. Nevertheless, it was so stressful. And I posted on Facebook, "Hello, friends. I just got in a car accident. I feel scared, bad. Please pray for me." Okay. And 100 people just say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear." I felt that support and love, and I felt much better. I'm not alone, because the worst thing is to be alone without nobody, like because the negativity can kill you, just the thoughts, "This is it, I'm gonna die." But having the support and having that positive, uh, input and energy from your friends or family give me the hope, everything's going to be okay, because people say, "We are praying for you, you're going to be all right, don't worry." That kind of kept me going, and not to be like, don't shut down or don't get stressed. And only one person said, "This is the wrong time to seek attention." Can you imagine? I was like, why? And she was like, she's the rich woman, she has $1 million in her account. I know she's rich, and I'm not asked nobody for charity, or I just asked for support, moral support. But that person said that negative comment, made me very upset. Of course, I stopped being her friend and whatever. And from that moment, like every day I was recovering. I wasn't able to walk, and I've really found out who my real friends are. When this happened, and because I was just laying in bed crying, and and I would call, "Can you talk to me?" "I'm lonely, I cannot do." It's like all of a sudden I just my whole world stopped. I was just laying there thinking, this is it, it's gonna be my life. I don't want to be bedridden, like I don't want to be paralyzed. I don't want. I was just so scared, and only few friends was there for me. They came to visit me. They brought me flowers, and one friend, she's so sweet. She brought me chair. She brought me this fancy queen's chair. She expensive one. I don't know what she said. "You're gonna get up, and you're gonna be, sitting again and standing and running." And so she gave me clock, chair as a symbol, and so, "I'm gonna give you time. It's gonna take time to recover, but you're gonna be all right." And wow, what a support, and I was forcing myself through pain to get up and exercise, and every day I was looking at the chair. I'm like, I want to sit in that chair. And believe me, it wasn't easy, but I kept pushing, I kept persevering, I kept believing that I'll be walking again, I'll be fine. I'm just swollen a little, I'm in pain because I couldn't sleep, it was just so difficult. And through therapy, through help of doctors and miracles, really it was a miracle that I start walking. And 2 months passed, and I just spent a lot of time on the internet. I was bored, but that time kind of turned me into like a learning machine. I was like, I wanted to learn. I finally had time to actually be me, be myself, and wanted to learn what I wanted and do whatever I wanted to do. Just take time. Hey, I want to learn about this project or this subject or this language, and I found more friends online than in real life, because the real people in life, they told me they love me, and because when I was healthy, when they want something from me, they were my friends. But when something bad happened to me, they disappeared, they vanished. And many attempts I try to call, oh, I'm sorry, I'm at work, I can't talk to you. So a lot of people show the true face, and that for me was a revelation, painful revelation. But then I turned the negative to positive. I said, you know what, there's a lot of fish in the sea, right? I'll find more friends, you know. Oh, okay, well, too bad, too busy for me, fine, I'll go. So I found, believe me or not, I found thousands and thousands of friends who wanted to hear my story, who wanted to talk to me or learn from me. And that's how I started teaching English as well, because people wanted to hear me. And meeting people from Facebook or Skype or whatever it was positive, you know, information, because people really wanted to know me, not who I look like or what I walk or not, what can I give them, but they were like, yeah, I want to know you, I want to know. You see, with the internet, we can be ourselves, or we can pretend, really, it's anybody can say anything who they are, but you can truly find somebody to talk to online and be connected in mysterious way, more than you would connect with people that you know for years. They don't even know you because they never really spend time with you. And that's why spending time, staying positive, in sharing each other's lives, learn from each other, this is the real value. People, you're right. So I still recovering, but I did recover to the point that I even ice skate. So I'm running now, I'm ice skating, and I'm riding a bike. So hallelujah, I feel good. I recovered. So that's my story.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing with us. It's not important how many friends we have. It's important to know who they are. So not quantity is important, equality, and always try to be the love of yourself first. This lesson I learned from one of my colleagues from Romania. She said, I want to be the love of my life. So it's much better like that, to be the love of our lives. um yeah, that's amazing. Guys, do you have any question for each other?
I
You're
I
free to talk.
sorry. The most that life rewarded me is mm, by my wife. Actually, I- my wife is the best prize for me, the best uh, reward for me, because actually my life started from when I was about 40 years old. My second life started from this point. And, uh, we met each other through by phone, and we lived to each other from each other. Distance between us was about 7,000 kilometers. She lives in Siberia. I live in Europe. And it was lucky. Uh, I don't remember how it happened. I have just buttons phone, simple phone, uh, and without screen. Mm, there was SMS messages, and I sent her a message. She replied me, and so we started conversation. It was so amazing. I don't know. Uh, my feelings was she was so kind. She never criticized me. She was outstanding, friendly. and polite. And so I decided to call to her. First call was amazing. Her voice was so uh, beautiful, and we were talking over an hour, and it was incredible. And so from this point we started calling to each other. And so uh, uh, no one believed that we could meet each other, could live together. And for example, when I started to think about that, I said her, why not uh, to meet together? Let's come. Uh, I will meet you. Mm, we will live together. Maybe we'll like. Maybe it would be good. So she refused first my offer, of course, but time by time I convinced her to come to me. And it was when I mm, announced my purpose, my mm, intention to my mother, uh, she wasn't so excited about my idea. She told me, "Oh, no, it is not good. Why? Uh, do you? How do you imagine about your life? We never seen each other. We never uh, lived together, and so she have to." Uh, pass so long distance, she will spend many money, but what for? And but time by time I was suppressed from every sides of my environment, from friends. My friends don't didn't understand me. My mother didn't understand me. My daughter didn't understand me. So I was blocked from all directions. But I decided to go further, and because I all my mm, mm, in a sense I feel I feel myself that if I lose this chance, it would be horrible. And so mm, after a while, maybe a year later, she came, and so we started to live together. And um, my relatives paid attention to me, and so uh, my aunt came to us to visit us. We uh, had a little party together, and so when party ended, my aunt and my mother uh, went to the bus station to she uh, and when my mother came back, she told me, um, my sister said that Ola is a gift from the God. So it was awesome, actually. And mm, we live together uh, 10 years, over 10 years now. We are living together, and I am happy. And uh, nobody believed me, but I decided uh, she's my life. And thank you so much for listening.
You're welcome, Erdi. I want to mention something about stories because I can see something in the comments and Risa, let's tell something here in this live stream. Everyone is free to share his or her story, okay? If he or she wants. So you are free. You know very well that this is a live stream, is on YouTube. So if you don't want to share with us, also is okay. All right? This I want to say. And I understand the message of jihad. It's okay. Um, this live stream is where we have only positive energy, and I want to keep this live stream in an energy mood. Okay, so I hope you understand. Thank you for understanding. We are not on Facebook, all right?
Yeah, yeah, just what I want to share for those people who are watching here and
Yes.
sharing in the comment or listening. All those people you can see here, those people they have their occupation. Those people are people who respect themselves. That's why they came here to share their stories. And we don't tell to everybody to come to share their story. There is a story, or we don't say everybody to watch us. So please, guys, respect yourself when you are commenting in the comment or wherever where you are, because if you want to comment to say something, we don't tell you to say something that we don't tell you to watch. When you don't like something, you don't want to watch it. So those people who are here are maybe mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters. So and other people who's watching also is the same, mothers, fathers. So when you want to say something, try to to think before you say it in the comment, because not only you can read it, not only you can watch it. So I saw somebody share in the comment here. That is why I say that.
Just a minute.
I
Just a
don't know
minute.
who is.
Just
I
a
don't know who is.
It's okay, guys. Um, it's so funny. I just want to say, I mean, we always need to pay attention on our words, okay, what we are talking. That's all, okay. So it's amazing, to hear the story all of people. So Jihad, if you want to join, you are more than welcome. And I want to tell you, here is a positive energy. So I want to give him positive energy. So I will allow you to come here and to share with us some positive energy. Okay? Do not forget, it's positive energy. So welcome.
I have a story right now, and I
Okay.
have to tell something, you know? Do you hear
Okay.
me, guys?
Just a minute. Just a minute to tell you something.
Yes, yes, we
Positive
That's
things,
good.
okay?
can
Positive
hear
things.
you.
You know something, I have to say this some words, then I have to go.
Okay, but
First of all,
positive.
in a positive way, of course,
Okay.
Cosmo. You know, the first thing that I just want to say, for example, where you are doing a live streaming on YouTube. I just gave an example for people who are afraid to share the story. For
Mhm.
example, me, I like to share stories. I don't care if it is positive or negative, but I like to share story because after that I want to feel good. You got me, guys. So Isa said something which I didn't like it. It seems like keep it or don't say or keep it. I don't know what he said. Okay. I love you guys, all of you, and I watch you, all of you, and respect you, all of you. But please, I didn't say something bad, which which I feel like I'm negative. I just want to share negative stuff. I don't like to be like that. This life is amazing, and I don't want it to ruin with a just word like idiot or stupid.
No, 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 no. Wait a minute. It wasn't
No, wait,
Lisa.
wait, wait, wait. Naluda, please let me answer.
No, 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 no.
I,
I'm not going to.
I
Listen.
have to go.
I will kick you out.
I have to go. I'm very happy.
You know,
Lisa, I'm really like you, you are a best friend, and Ash too, and everyone here, you know. Be sure that I'm
Oh,
going to be next time. I'm going to speak with you, and
Jihad, before you go,
Ash,
please. You know,
Ash, I know what you're going to
okay,
say.
okay,
Oh my God.
okay. You just you just showed us you just showed everyone the positive energy, because even though there was like a comment back and forth, still you got and joined and you shared and you just I don't know, cleared that air,
No,
and now we're okay.
Yes,
it was
that's
a
Okay, and
misunderstanding,
okay, go
guys. It
no.
go.
was a
I
misunderstanding.
wish I
Because
just want you. I just
that's
want you guys to not understand me in a bad way. I just want you to understand it very well that I didn't mean something bad, and I don't want to let the vibes like negative stuff.
okay. Discuss that
Inside,
with
inside.
Risa, later on, not with
Thank
us,
you,
because we
Manash. Thank
understand
you.
you. But
Thank
Risa,
you,
come on.
Cosma. I love you all, and happy live swimming. And
Yeah.
next time, you know something. I put my PlayStation in the shop to fix some stuff, and then I have to bring it back again to test it to see if the game is working or not.
Bring back.
If I didn't go right now, he's going to shut down his garage, and no PlayStation no more, no games. I'm not gonna play anymore. You know what I mean?
Jihad, you are
Goodbye,
more than
everyone.
Jihad, you are more than welcome to join us, but I just want to say it
Yeah,
was a misunderstanding, okay, in the comments, and I will explain you why.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. I love you all.
We
See
love
ya,
you too.
everyone.
Okay, bye. No, these things are happening, we are human, okay? So sometimes these things are happening. I just wanted to say that in our life, in general, doesn't matter what we are doing, we need to pay attention what words we are using, because the words what we are using, can affect us. This I want to say, okay? It's just an advice for all of you, okay? Also for me, because so many times I'm saying bad words, okay? And I want to correct because it's important, the words which I'm speaking. That's all, but it was a misunderstanding there, Risa and Jihad. Okay, guys, I hope you understand. And we love you all. Okay, so let's see. RT, are you here? These things remind me about Facebook. RD,
I'm here. Yes.
I'm just wondering what you are going to eat, because I saw your wife before, in the kitchen. What she's preparing.
No. The time to take a meal is ended for today. And
Really?
uh, yes, actually, we are on a diet together. And
Oh,
yeah, that's
sweet.
my father is eating at the evening. And that's because she was here to prepare some food for him. But I am getting overweight actually. I saw, I watched, I take a look to my belly and it makes me sad. I don't
Well,
want to be
you gotta
honest.
stop eating that pies. There's a lot of pies.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's
that's
amazing. It's
uh
amazing, guys, to stay with you, because this weekend here in France, and to listen your stories and all this stuff. It's just amazing. And sometimes, even if you understand something wrong, don't get angry. Just be happy and listen again. Yeah.
So, talking
So
about your weight loss, if I can add few things, I have the same problem.
mhm.
I grew belly, and I said, "Oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong?" And I realized that I was in lockdown. We were not moving as much. We're not doing as much. So we're not going outside as much, and having the sunlight, movement, and not eating as much, because when you in the house, you have the refrigerator right there. You have food available. So all you want to do, comfort yourself. You want to eat because you're in the house. Because when you're out, you don't think about food all the time because you're just out there, walking, doing work or something. But when you're constantly in the house, locked down, that's all you do because it's pleasure, right? So I challenge myself actually join me, please. 30 days challenge. This is my third day that I force
Uh,
myself to eat less, drink
mm,
lemon water with
mm,
ginger, because I heard the celebrities in Hollywood, before they, for the big movie role, if they want to slim down, they go into this diet, not diet, but, restraining, eating less. So eating a smaller portions, like 5 times a day, but small. And so you give your body like break instead of just eating one time. You like, and then eat less sugar, because sugar is that's why we get in weight, baked goods or sugar. And drink more tea, like green tea, add lemon to it. Don't use sugar in teas, especially herbal teas. So that helped me to rethink about my health, because if I'm not healthy, you know how am I going to be useful to my family or world or whatever? So I create a priority. I'm going to spend 1 hour in the morning or whatever time I have for me, take care of me, and be conscious about my body. So I start walking every day, like I'm forcing myself. I'm like, no, this is my time. So I walk 1,000 steps. That's about 1 mile. I don't have to count because I did it one time, like how many, I live near the park. So it's about 5 circles that I'm walking. So I can still talk on the phone. So if I need to answer the phone, I could, but I try to exercise every single day and spend the time for me, you know, take that time for yourself. That's it.
uh,
That's amazing. Guys, I think we can also take this challenge. What do you think? Eh?
no, 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 no.
Yes.
Is it
No, because
is it is it for
you see, when
is it for 30 minutes or 30 minutes?
15 minutes, listen,
30 days?
15 minutes, that's all it takes to walk 1 mile.
Is it
15
for
minutes.
30 days?
Huh?
For 30 days?
Yeah, for 30
30 days,
days,
or it's
you
gonna
have
be
to promise that you walk or exercise for 15 minutes at least. I mean, I do more, but
okay.
1 mile,
Okay.
it's 15 minutes. We can do it. You can
Yeah,
find 15 minutes to
I get.
yourself and spend time with you, not with other people, just your thoughts. Put the phone away, put everything away, just you, yourself, and you work on your body and be aware of your
So
body. Yeah.
okay, okay. My challenge for you is that to not limit yourself, because if you can do it 30 days, so why not for the rest of your life?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about goal to lose weight, right? So I want to be
But
aware that.
but if you but if you are okay, if you just do the 30 days, or let's say a year, then after that you just start eating like unhealthy, because human nature is like that. Okay, I completed that mission, now let's eat something. Let's go back to eating normal
No,
or
like,
whatever
it's it's
you call it.
it's it's creating
So
good habit. You're creating good
Honestly,
habit.
yeah, true. Agree with you, Alex. Because people that I'm working with them here, anytime they said, "Oh, I'm fast, so I want to lose weight," the boy is here, and they say, "Okay, I want to stop eating and I want to exercise." And when they exercise for 2 weeks, they lose the weight. After they come back and they start to eating too much, and they come back again fat. So this is what I agree with others.
uh,
If you decide to do something, you can't keep it for
okay.
forever.
Uh, by the
Why
way,
not?
by the way,
Yeah,
in my calendar, I just put it this way. You know, from like certain time, I just started. Then not to like after 1 month, I put it like after 16 years, because there was not enough year, like in the calendar you could see only 2006 36. So for 16 years, I have to do this, because this is like a reminder for me. So, and in that reminder, I have like no S, no F, and no, blah blah blah. Whatever I want to do, no this. Or maybe if it's about exercising, so I have to like 15 minutes exercising. I have to do it. It's like a reminder. If I don't
Yeah.
do it, I'm not
You see,
true to
you
myself.
see,
And
you see.
when I'm not,
Yeah, it is the will, right? Like, it is inside of you. It's in your mind. You have to change your mind about certain
yeah,
things. So when you have that support, this is why I go public with it. I announce it on Facebook. I announce it. I'm not on our web talk. I should. That I'm now all eyes on me. They watching me. So I want to do the videos every day, me walking or talking or whatever, that I promised I was gonna do it, because it's very easy to like just go back to sleep. Oh, forget about it. Tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. It's the procrastination, the lazy me coming out, because I just want to not do it. But when you challenge yourself, you see, you now I'm fighting against me, my will, my, like, I have almost duality, because this is when you put the goal and you say I'm going to do it, and you promise to yourself, and then you just forget it tomorrow. But when you have a friend knocking on your door, say, hey, do you remember you said yesterday that you're going for a walk? Let's go. Now you have no excuse. You can say, oh, okay. So that's why I want my online friends and my real friends to remind me to keep my promise, because I promised that I was going to do this at least, because 15 minutes or 30 minutes, because I find all excuses in the world. My children are homeschooled now, so every morning I used to do that. I would go to gym, blah blah blah. Now I'm stuck in home. I have to serve my children breakfast, lunch. I have to be there for them, because I am the teacher and the nurse, and because they get sick or they scrap knee or whatever, I have to be for them. Then I forget about myself. And then what happens? I just go eat all the time to feel better, and then I get fat. And then I'm like, oh my God, I didn't go
that's
outside
what
today.
that's what the most people do.
Yeah. So I think,
But Antonia, when you said you need your friend to remind you that you give a challenge to yourself, that means you didn't give a challenge to yourself. For me, when I give challenge to myself, I don't want somebody to remind me. I decided now 3 months now. I decided, every single day to wake up at 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. in the morning, and to go for exercise for 1 hour. I have my friend. He told me this. Okay, no problem. So every day, can we go together? I told him no. You can't go. If we meet to that part, okay, no problem. But when you said you need to somebody to remind you, you didn't give a challenge to yourself. When you give challenge to yourself every single day, with that time came, you don't need nobody to tell you that. You
no,
decided,
no,
and
no.
we
What I
take it
mean
for
is
you.
like
This is
support. Like when you have that friend support.
challenge.
They did experiment, by the way, one time. There was a professional basketball player, and they put like 20 or 30 people to watch him do the hoops. Like shoot the ball, and they told the audience, make a negative statements or raw, like boo, you cannot do it. And he kept missing the ball, he kept missing the hoop. And I don't know what it is, but mentally we need that support. That's why our parents always support. Yes, you can do it, even if you're so bad. Your parents say, you awesome, you superstar. When you have that support from friends and family, that you can achieve, you can do it, you start believing yourself. So that guy start losing that self-confidence, even though he was a professional basketball player. Now, in another hand, they put the woman who is not a professional, and so they blindfold them both. And when the woman was shooting, everybody pretended that she won. She made the hoop. Yeah, awesome. Great. And even though she was not even near the result, but everybody cheered her up by booed him. Okay. And so when they took the blindfold off and they tell him, okay, now you shoot, you see it now, shoot the ball. She made more baskets, she made more, uh, she shot more balls than the professional guy, because the professional guy lost confidence in himself. And this is why I'm talking about, when we lose confidence, we stop moving, we start being negative. And that's why this positive energy of your friends, that support, that backbone, you need it. And that's why I am happy to do the 30-day challenge. And I watched it guy on YouTube also going public, trying to lose weight, 30-day challenge, and I got inspired by him, because like I said, we are weak. Sometimes we are weak in our will, and we need that support. We need the family and friends to tell us you can do it.
Yeah, but Antonia, when you expecting somebody to tell you, hey, it is time to wake up. Even the time came, you are waiting. That person somebody will tell you, oh, this is the time to wake up. You understand? That's why for me, when I decided to do something, I don't want to say somebody, hey, please remind me, or please wake me. No, I just do it by myself. I program myself and I time myself. When your body is already know the time, and your mind, when the time came, is like as somebody tell you, wake up. Sometimes people, my friends, as I'm working with them here, when they want to do something, they tell me, please remind me. I have to call somebody. Oh, please remind me. I want to send the email. When the time came, after that, when the time came, he told me, oh, you didn't remind me. You know what I told him? Me too, I forget. Why you didn't remind me? I want to tell you that. Okay, you are doing that. So when they knew that, I can't tell them again, because I want them to understand that when you want to do something, you can program it in your mind. You can schedule it to yourself. If you are waiting for somebody to tell you that every single day, you will stay the same. So I told them, not because I forget, I don't forget, but I don't want you, to be used to it. I want you to be used to schedule your time, to understand that this is me. I want to do it. This is nobody. I'm not waiting to someone to tell me to do it, because when you are program yourself, I want, hey, Ali, please, if it is 9, please call me. I want to do something. Hey, please remind me to do that. You will stay always. You are programming for that, because our mind is like as a computer. When you are doing it, you are programming. Your mind is programming as a computer. It's the same anything that we are doing. Yes, people should help us. People should, support us. But first of all, we should program ourselves. We should to understand that I am doing that. Nobody to tell me to do that. So, Antonia,
Well,
every single day when
definitely. I mean, motivation. You motivate. I mean, I decided to get up to do the 30 days challenge. Nobody told me. Obviously, you are motivated to do it, but and like when you try to do it, sometimes you lose that course or light or motivation, and that's why friends came along. I told you, Risa, it's great that you exercise, but you exercise when it's still dark, right? You still need the sunlight. Remember I told you that? So I encourage you to be better. Like, that's why I'm not saying people have to call me to remind me to get up. I have an alarm for that. I have my phone. No, I don't need that, but I do need somebody say you can do it, or don't forget that you are awesome. You see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about motivation from your
yeah,
people who love you, who care for you, and that's why I care for you. I want to make sure you're healthy, because I want to see you radiant and happy, and for years to come, because that's why I told you need some sunlight. Why you need sunlight? Because sunlight gives you that energy. We are charged up like batteries with sun. If we don't go outside and enjoy the beauty and smell the rose, you know how they say smell the roses, we're gonna be just like depressed and sit in one room and never don't see a day of the light. So that's why I told you, get up and do exercise as well, or go for a walk during the day. Don't just sit in the office all day. Live, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. And I promised myself to do that. And every single,
Yeah, and I know Risa. Thank you so much.
Have you done it? Did you do it? I'm holding you in kind of over there. Did you walk during the day? I need to
Uh,
know. Show me pictures, show me video. I want to see you walking and giving thanks, you know.
okay, okay, no problem. You will see me.
No more excuses, okay? No excuses. Post it on
well,
Web Talk.
okay, guys. I think we need to end this live stream because we are here from almost 3 hours, almost immediately. So please, your last words for today, okay? But beautiful.
And I can't share my story. Come on, my story will be less than a minute.
Okay.
May I share my story very briefly? Because I am a talker, but when I talk very, very briefly. My story with Web Talk. I was on Facebook one day and Abdur Rahman sent me an email or a message on Facebook. He said, join Web Talk. So what do? When anyone asks me to do something, I do it. I joined Web Talk. And Mr. Aronson was the second person that I met there. I'm very impressed with the membership on Web Talk, very helpful and very easy to meet new people. Web Talk changed my life. How did it change my life? I realized that the most important thing in the world that we all have is communication. And if we communicate very effectively and efficiently in writing, speaking, reading, and writing, we are the best. For me, the most important skill that any of us can learn is listening. Because I've been listening to everyone here for 3 hours. I do not need to speak, but I do need to listen. And advice for everyone here today: when you speak, please focus on what you want to say and say it briefly. Because if we ramble, we will not be effective communicators. We must focus on our topic and focus on our responses. One thing that every leader has in common: they are great speakers. But to become a brief speaker, we must focus on our topic and use less words, not more. Web Talk is a very powerful platform. It's very efficient and very effective. And I'm glad that I joined Web Talk because that's where I met all of you. My name is Tutor Jack. Always a pleasure. How may I help you today? Thank you.
Thank you, TJ. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. And when you need
Thank you too, Tutor Jack. It's a pleasure to meet you here, and
a
I'm very, very
lady,
grateful because you are here. Sorry, but Risa, you are. Always, I need to mute Risa. So yeah, thank you so much, Tutor Jack. I know you are an amazing person here. So I'm happy to hear you. I'm happy to be part of you, all of you. So, as I said before, I want to hear from you your last words for today. What did you learn, or for what you are grateful today? Whatever comes into your mind, but to be something positive. So, let's see, Ali Messini.
Okay, so today, what I could learn from this live stream, I could learn one thing. I could learn a lot of stories, and I could learn that to listen to others is not something that we should do, because people can blame on us, can say different words, different opinions, and maybe they can try to stop us from our dream. So if we don't listen to them, we can realize our dreams. And another word, the last word, what I want to say today is thank you so much to Naruto and to everyone here. I was really happy to listen to all of you because I could learn a lot of beautiful things, and it was amazing. So thank you.
You are welcome. And also, I want to say thanks to Ali Messini because he's always supporting me when I go live and in web talk also. Always, even when I have Zoom meetings. For example, yesterday I had a Zoom meeting about personal development and he was there. It was amazing. So thank you, Ali. Alexandra Pak. Hello.
Hello. The the first thing I like to tell you, you need to listen to yourself. You can listen to someone's opinion, but first of all, you need to understand what you need to do, and otherwise it will be like you're going to get the influence of people's opinion, which is not good. And enjoy yourself, enjoy every day you have, and just be happy.
That's amazing. And by the way, Alexandra, I really love it that post from Web Talk with Kendall. It's amazing.
A candle, thank you.
Yeah, it was amazing. So thank you so much. Enjoy yourself too. Thank you.
I would just like to say very briefly, I have an instructor meeting here right now, actually. It was very nice to speak with all of you today. I enjoyed listening to you more. And I hope that everyone can contact me by email because I am the largest course developer in the world on Udemy. So, and I would like to make this opportunity available to all web talkers because you are my friends. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Jack. Thank you so much. Let's see. Antonina.
Leah,
Beautiful Antonina.
I'm
Yeah,
alive.
I know you are
Still
alive.
here. I'm live and alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I I got up in the middle of the night to speak to you guys because usually I don't have chance to join these wonderful conversations because of time difference. But it is 7 in the morning for me. I don't know what time is it for you. No, it's evening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's evening now.
What time
6.
exactly? What is the difference we have?
My laptop is 6 p.m., but I don't know if it's from Romania or from France. Tower.
Okay, so with Russia we like is it 6 or 7? So anyway, when you guys have dinner, I'm having breakfast, and so I'm full of energy. You've fallen asleep. So if I'm seem so bubbly, because I just woke up and I hear birds singing, I love it. Well, yeah. What I learned today, a lot. Well, I learned about true love from Ernie, and his wife Olga. It's amazing. It's amazing to hear stories like that. How strangers can meet on the phone or on the internet and they fall in love. It's incredible. I learned about Rissa and inspired by his story. I still have a hard time believe how can he never went to school. You mean like university or something, right? He never went to university, so I still have to clear that up. And just to hear everybody's stories and you guys real. That's what I like. You are real. You're not faking. You're not pretending. um, you are here to share your stories, your life, your opinions, your everything. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I love these talks. It's really, really inspiring. So I'm glad to be part of it. Thank you everyone for having me and let me say a few things. I got a lot of things to say sometimes. That's why I started my own show. I'm like, you know what, I better start my own stuff to talk about because I want to talk about environment, plastic trash talk. I want to talk about charity, friendships, love, everything. And that's going to take more than 3 hours, so right. We can talk forever. Well, thanks a lot. Thank you so for your time, and I know it's time for you to have dinner, and I appreciate you all. I love you all. Bye.
Thank you so much, Antonina. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to hear you. And thank you so much, Osama Bahri, for helping Neluta again. He said that actually it's 6 p.m. in France. So thank you. Because my phone, I didn't change the settings, okay, from my laptop. And my laptop is from Romania, by the way. Okay. So thank you, Sama. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help. Erdi.
Actually, it is difficult to say in brief what I learned here, but I'll try. And actually, mm, again, about English. Sorry for that. But there is a Russian proverb kind of in any understandable, misunderstandable situation, learn English. And so uh, I didn't understand this proverb actually, but it is really true because English gave me mm, incredible opportunity. It is not only about knowing a language, it is about learning the whole world because I am touchable with friends from around the world. And of course, we should to believe ourselves to approach our goals from the beginning. And I remember my mom when she was in a dead bed with cancer. I tried to spend some time with her together, and I have just a simple book, and I read her some text, and translated to her, and she was so impressed, and she asked me, "Do you know that? Do you understand that? Wow, uh, how smart are you?" But I am I follow. I was over 45 years old. And, but what was my life before? I learned English in school. I learned English in college. I tried to learn English after graduation, and I never learned even a word, short phrases. And of course, I knew some simple phrases like stand up, a good day, and something. So nothing more. But uh, that's because I never got support during my life in school, at school. Uh, After that, but first of all, I should, mm, I must to be believe to myself, and it is not about others that I am not complaining that oh nobody supported me. We should to believe ourselves. That's the main point because I understood totally now that every child, every people are really smart, and but majority of them wasting time just overthinking about their abilities, overthinking about their possibilities. overthinking about their environment and something. Mm, we should to believe ourselves, and that's our mm, uh, and all your stories tells me about, teach me about that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. I can see Spider-Man Risa is busy now. Exactly when is his time to speak. And okay, what I want to say now is I just want to thanks to all of you for joining me today. It was a pleasure to talk to all of you and to learn from your lessons. As I said before, you are free to share or to not share. Okay, so I'm really glad to hear your story because I'm learning, and I know we are all learning from your stories. For that, if you feel to share, share it. If not, also it's okay. It's fine. What is important to pay attention on your words, what you are talking with yourself, what you are talking with others, because our words are very powerful, you know, our words, if you think little. It's just an advice if you want to take, okay? And also something I'm very grateful to know all of you. It was an amazing, weekend. People are saying, okay, but it's online. Yeah, it is online, but do not forget that we are all energy. Okay, we are all energy. Doesn't matter if we are meeting face to face or here online, because we have feelings. We have that energy which is connecting us. This is important, and I want you to know. Um, Try always to be a light and a hope for everyone, and I'm going to repeat always these things. Be a light and a hope. Try always to not get angry so quickly when you see something or hear something, because you can misunderstand the things. Okay, be calm with yourself and with others. It's so important. And let's share unconditional love. Okay, it's easy, and you don't need to pay for that. Always, I'm happy to be here because I get so much energy from all of you. And now, because I see Risa is free, Risa, your last words for today, of course.
Oh, I love ladies. Good night. Thank you very much. To all ladies who are watching here, I love you all. With condition, with uncondition, come from my heart. You are my best friends. Thank you very much. Usama, thank you for sharing. Usama, thank you very much. So you said last time to have to help myself. It's to find a lady to me. Okay, thank you. Just to have fun, guys. Thank you very much, Coach Naluta, for what you are doing for us and for yourself and for everyone. Because somebody who's trying to keep people together. This is very, very important. This word, my grandfather, I hear it from my grandfather. Always he said, if you see somebody who try, to put people together and to talk, this person is somebody who's working for growing the world, not just himself, somebody who care to others. So thank you very much for every day to keep us together, to make us to meet together, to have fun, to change. Because when we are together like this, we can not just have fun. We either getting sad. Because what can make us sad? To hear a story for somebody that can make you sad. To hear a story for somebody that can remind you something that you did in the past. So thank you very much again. Yeah. The last word is love you too, my friends. Don't forget to smile. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's true. Well, yeah. But what is important to learn from that story, you know? This is important. So yeah, I love to keep you all here in this, let's say, group, in this community, because we can help each other for that. And I want to share love with you. I want to share freedom with you. Freedom, I mean, freedom of speech. But this freedom of speech to not hurt people, you know, to learn, I mean, to learn to tell the things in a beautiful way, you know. This is the freedom of speech, not insulting. It's telling the truth, telling the things which you have on your soul, on your heart, in a beautiful way. Yeah. And do not forget that you are unique and special, all of you. So thank you so much. Thank you for your comments on Web Talk, on Facebook, on YouTube. And God bless you all. See you next time.
Bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Good
See you
night.
later.